it is officially the weekend. Alright, so my big Friday night plans involve going through my pile of things I need to repair. So I thought, let's tackle this now before it gets any more overwhelming. And let's just see how many of these I can do tonight. It is now 6:08. I don't like staying up very late. So I'm hoping that these don't take too long. I'm gonna start with the easiest ones first, and hopefully I get on a roll. Let's get started, shall we? Also, because I'm filming this in the evening, the lighting might be crap. Sorry about it. We'll see how we go. Alright, so first up, starting with something really simple. It's just this PJ top. I popped a button off it a few weeks ago and I have not stitched it back on yet. I knew that I needed to do it soon, otherwise I was going to lose that button, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So we're doing this one first because I know it's going to take no time at all. And I love these PJs, so it'll be good to have them whole once again. And they're done. Alright, so that one took about 20 minutes, and I think this one is going to take much less time. I was faffing around a bit for the other one, but this one, where I'm getting the overlocker started, there are quite a few things that I'm going to use this baby for tonight. I am actually going to change the thread for the first time, which scares me greatly because I had to get my mom over here to thread it initially, and she was here for like an hour, and I'd spent a long time trying to work it out, but sometimes we must face our fears. Alright, let's get rid of this crotch hole. Wow. And just like that, she's gone. Okay, that took about 1 minute. So let's go on to the next one. Alright, let's do it in stages. So I'm going to work with the overlocker for now, and then I'll move to the sewing machine later on. Alright, this requires changing the overlocker thread to black. I'm really nervous to do this. So next up we've got this top, which is a fine top. It's really comfy and I love the boat neck, but it is just like it bunches up a bit and I wish it was just a little bit more fitted around the body. So I'm going to take it in a little bit and then I think it's going to be a new favorite. Honestly, it is a pretty subtle difference, but I do prefer this fit a little better. Like I could have taken a lot off, but I think I'm going to leave it there. It's another piece done. All right, next piece is just this tank top, tube top that I made. I made it so this folds down, but I, for the life of me, don't know why I made it that way because you can kind of see the seam. It just doesn't sit very well. I should have just done the seam on this side, which is what I'm going to do. So then it just sits like this. I think that's going to make this a lot more wearable. Also, I made this a bit of an awkward length, so I'm going to shorten it as well. I think it's going to take a second. Okay, we are another piece down. I did forget to hit record, but it took like 2 seconds. I wasn't super precise. This is off. And now I am done with my overlocker. So I'm actually gonna pause now to eat. My boyfriend's on his way home, is gonna pick up some chips, and I am making burgers. So I'm gonna eat, get some more strength, get some more energy, and then come back and take a look at the next few pieces and get my sewing machine all hooked up, ready to go. I'll see you soon. I'm back. I've eaten. I've had some sugar. Honestly, as soon as I stopped and walked to the kitchen, I felt so tired. It's an hour later, it's 20 past 8. I'm gonna do these pants. So I got these pants at a thrift store in Sydney. Yeah, I just got excited because they're DKNY and they were so cheap. But they do, they've got a rip on the zip, so I need to stitch that up here, pin that, and then one of the hems has come down on one leg. So I'm gonna fix that up. So the zip is done. There's no longer a hole there, which is great. And now I just need to work on the hem here. But looking at the other one, I don't know how well you can see this, but it's got a certain stitch here and it's like invisible. I have no idea what sort of stitch that is or if my sewing machine can do it, if it's an overlocking stitch. I don't know how I would do that with the overlocker either, so I'm just going to play around with a few different stitches and see if we can replicate it. But yeah, we'll find out soon, I guess. Okay, another item done. I couldn't find the right stitch on my machine. I didn't look that hard. Honestly, I'm tired. It's really not very late. But I just found a stitch that I thought suited, and then I matched it up on the other side, so I redid the other hem as well. But zip is fixed. I forgot how insanely long these are. So I'm 5'9.5" for reference. These are very long pants. But I had been thinking about taking them to a consignment store anyway, so I might not even keep these, but of course I needed to repair them before I did any of that. Even if I donated them, I need to repair them first. But They're done! On to the next, which is my partner's pants. So he's got several pairs of pants that are a bit too wide leg for him, and he prefers something that's a bit more tapered down the bottom and with a higher, what was I just doing? What are those called? These? Cuff? Maybe? So I'm going to take them up and I'm going to take them in a little bit at the base. And then we'll see. These are the test pair because they're all really nice pants. So if these ones, if he still doesn't like them, then I won't touch the other two and we'll probably just sell them. So let's see how we go on these. I've taken the length off one leg and I just did a straight stitch to have it tapered. And I got my boyfriend to try them on and he really liked the fit, so I'm going to replicate that on the other leg. We're going to have to get the overlocker out, that's fine, and yeah, I'll do the hem. So I'm just sitting here pinning the hem of these pants so that I can iron them and then I can stitch them. But I was thinking about how sewing is without a doubt the most useful hobby I've ever picked up. So much more useful than the time I skated for like 2 years. That was the opposite of useful. I actually broke my wrist or elbow. And I never even learned to do anything cool, so this is pretty cool. It's so satisfying, even if all I could do was alter a pair of pants. That's so worth it. Everyone should start learning how to sew. It's a bit hard on the back though. Pants are done. I'm actually really happy with these. And so is my boyfriend. So that's awesome. I'm getting really tired. It is like 10:30. I'm gonna have a crack at this t-shirt. Okay, so we've got this top and it is just coming apart here. There's a lot of holes. I had the idea to put a piece of material underneath, and I've got this failed boob tube. It is going to be like perfect length, I mean perfect size. So the idea is to do like a visible mend here, rather than like trying to make it seamless and invisible, like make it a bit fun and make it a part of the thing. I'm a little bit nervous because my brother did mention this is like one of his favorites. So, and then I was thinking of doing like a blue stitching around here. I think that could be cool. Okay, it is next morning. It's like 8:15, bang on 8:15. And I'm ready to get back to this. Let's finish off this t-shirt. Alright, it's been many hours since the morning. I don't even know what the time is. I think it's like 3:15. I've gone for a run, gone to the shops, twice and drop my partner off on the other side of the city for an event. So I'm exhausted and I've got my friends coming over later on, but I've got about 3 hours before then. So I want to get back to it. I undid the stitching and I've repinned it. So we're gonna take two. I really enjoyed getting to be a bit creative here and playing with different stitches. I tried a few out before I settled on this one with the blue thread, which is a stitch that kind of reminds me of like a mattress stitch, which I thought was fun because it's kind of trendy at the moment. I keep seeing it on different pieces of clothing. So I really loved the way this came out and the way it was looking. And I originally planned to just leave it there, but then I thought I'd secure that fabric a little bit more. And then I got a bit lost in the details. I was just having a good time. I got into like a flow state and just went around all of the curves in this pink thread. And I love the way it came out. We are back again for another day of my repairs. Probably only put in like 2 hours yesterday working on this stuff. I went way more detailed than I initially planned to with the stitching, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Yeah, I really secured that back panel and then did a little bit of stitching around a few other holes that were there. So this one is done, and we're going to be moving on to the next one. I think I'm going to finish this after I do this one, this t-shirt, because, it's just contain it to the weekend. And I've actually had such a busy weekend, so I've just been squeezing this in when I can. I think this will be the last thing I can squeeze in because it's quite detailed. This t-shirt is in rough shape, but apparently my brother loves it, and I can see why. It's super soft and light. So I've just pinned a bunch of fabric at the back. There's one hole in the front. So I'm just gonna start stitching around. I'm gonna do red and black thread, trying to kind of blend it in a little bit. So I think my aim here is not to get every single hole because there are too many, but to just address the more prominent ones or the ones that are grouped together. I've reached the end of my current patience with this task, so I am going to end it here, and I think that's fine. I have repaired 7 pieces in total, or altered and repaired 7 pieces in total this weekend. I'm pretty stoked with that. I'm still gonna fix up these last 2 pieces that I was going to work on, a pair of jeans and this t-shirt that I've half done. But my machine needs a break. I need a break. I need to do something else creative. Um, Maybe I'll probably just go and knit for a bit and relax. But yeah, I'm really glad that I did this. I had some of these pieces sitting there for months, and it's really satisfying to be able to put them back into my wardrobe and have them be usable again. And I'm glad that this definitely improved my alteration and repairing skills a bit. It's definitely something I really want to continue building on. Um, so that's exciting. And I hope that it inspired anyone watching. If you've got a pile of things you've been meaning to get to, just do it. I got most of mine done on that Friday night. Just set aside a few hours for yourself, give yourself some time, and just start. Because some of those repairs I did were so quick and easy. Yeah, just do it now. Do it. Anyway, with that, I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my Sunday, get some knitting time in, and as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you later.